man. Lately my life had a fast man, but it's ass plan. Fight for my life with the brass hands, and I still ball with a bad hand. Got an aerial point of view, but they'll never see the big picture through zoom lens. From the quicksand, make it push start, type of band's coupe with the tent plan. I'm back on my bender rolls for the kicks. They quick to give them 2 cents, put my circle.
So on today's episode of Stauffer Garage, we're going to be deep cleaning the inside and the outside of this Porsche Macan S and making this thing look like new again by the end of this video. So make sure you stick around to the end to see those before and after shots. And if you are new and like these sort of videos, go ahead and smash the subscribe button down below, turn on those notifications, and let's get started.
Crazy, they hella shaky on that really, but that's fake shit. See through the shade, shit they so unstable. Done waiting, I'm a wanderlust. I'm really going all the way to places. Never thought I'd take it all off the phrases, but I can't get no sleep. Landing in the weeks.
Now in the last video when I detailed the Lamborghini Urus, a lot of you guys were asking about the vacuum attachments and if I was scratching different panels in the different seats. With all of my vacuum attachments, I always make sure there are no rough edges, no burrs, no nothing on those for that specific reason. So it's something I would definitely recommend when you're detailing your car. Check your attachments, make sure there's nothing that's going to snag or cause any sort of tearing or scratching on your tools.
The loose page, remember how I used to serve the plate, clean the food tray, working 8 to 4 from Tuesday through the weekdays, hustle evenings at the stool off Highway 92 in Hayward, always running just a few late, tucking a new game, back to the crib and I color in new ways, wielded a new blade, but the budget tied me down like shoestrings, collected the loose change, those were the days that made me, she on my line like a beacon, she could've swore that I was cheating, be honest I was barely breathing, chasing the life how I wanted it, knowing that you was all that I.
One of the most fun parts of detailing cars is finding the most random objects like this flashlight, which actually turned out to be a stun gun that scared the crap out of me when I pressed the button.
I get told from the parking space, why do it feel like I can have a vote for the ominous faces to all that won't save us? I thought the ground was for the breaking, look like it's all overrated. Yeah, like it's all overrated. Like it's all overrated to me. Like it's all overrated to me. I can't get no sleep, landing in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah. I can't get no sleep, landing in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah.
Now the last several videos have been more high-end cars and cleaner details compared to some of the nastier cars I've done that you guys all know and love, but I can guarantee that those are coming back soon as well. I'm kind of trying to find nasty cars that are going to be worthy of a good detail, and that's something to consider. You know, a lot of times it's harder to find these nasty cars that are extremely satisfying unless you have some sort of connection with somebody that has a exuberant amount of cars to pick from, because majority of the time people don't have the nastiest cars in the world, and it is actually a hunt to find them. So a lot of the ones that you see on YouTube can sometimes be considered staged, where a lot of the times finding those nasty cars in the natural state that they come in is more difficult to find. But when you do find that gem, they turn out to be amazing details. So definitely be on the lookout. I'm going to have some nastier ones coming very soon as I kind of hunt and find those cars for you guys. So with these floor mats, even though there is not any pet hair or human hair or anything inside these carpet floor mats, I always try to hit my pet brush on the carpet itself, because any of the fibers that do come loose, or if there's anything below the surface or anything that's kind of stuck to the fibers, the pet brush actually helps with getting out those loose ones and also dislodging anything that might be stuck within them. So if you're looking to pick one up, go on and head over to foxclean.com after this video, pick up your own pet brush, and also pick up your detailing brushes and microfibers today.
Put the place up. Woman face up. She was a Porsche, cause she shake. Why you doing all that? Thought you was my wife, but you stabbed me in the back. Stabbed me in the back. Place up. Woman face up. When it gotta roll up and now, see you from afar, got my thoughts in the sky. Where we used to kiss, sunshine, shit, and why you gotta call me every day, pretend you my baby. I see more real out there lately, it's crazy. Yeah, we could be the same as we claim in this kingdom shit and keep it tame. Come on, baby girl, we're not the same. Two different speeds, but we keep it one lane. Yeah, what goes around comes around. Keep 100, y'all. Do this for my soul like a dawn. Put the stereo on. Put your hands in the air, we'll be alright. Messing up my mind, but I love your style. You know I put the place up. Woman face up.
Now I fill my pump sprayer up with this powdered solution in hot water, which is a great carpet cleaning solution that I have linked in my description box below if you want to check it out. And then I hit it with my drill brush to loosen up any dirt, get that liquid embedded in those fibers and get any of that dirt loose or any of that caked in grime or gum or goo, whatever is in those floor mats, loosened up, and then let those sit off to the side for about 10 to 15 minutes before I hit them with the extractor. One trick that if you do have WeatherTech or rubber floor mats, hit them with your all-purpose cleaner, your drill brush to speed things up, and then use your wet dry vacuum to suck up any of that liquid that's left over, and then just take a clean microfiber towel to wipe them clean. It is by far the fastest way to clean those, besides using just a straight up pressure washer, but with it being so cold out, this is obviously the best solution. Now for the dashboard, I'm just using my all-purpose cleaner to spray down all of the panels, use my detailing brushes to get into all those nooks and crannies, and then also remember to move the steering wheel, move the steering column, articulate any buttons or anything to make sure that you get all of those spots, visible and not visible, completely cleaned. And whenever you clean your center console, always be sure to move the shifter forward and backwards so that way you don't miss any of the spots on the shift boot that might be in the front of it that you typically wouldn't get to. So for me, it's always remembering to keep the keys in my pocket because I always forget whenever I'm doing these details to keep them on me, and then I have to always get out and start back over again when it comes to doing this. So always make sure you check this spot. With all those interior panels clean, these carpets have had enough time to just sit with that carpet cleaning solution in them to make sure any of that dirt is kind of liquefied, if you will. And then I'm going to be hitting it with my extractor, which is just filled with plain old hot water to remove any of that liquid and dirty water. go ahead and comment down below. Are you for carpet lines or against them? It kind of depends on the car, but a lot of the times I am definitely for carpet lines. These leather seats in particular weren't overly dirty, but when it comes to cleaning leather, I always try to do it several months in between, but take your leather cleaner, make sure you use a bristle brush to get into all the different nooks and crannies, but also to get into any perforations and also in that stitching to make sure you get any dirt or any grime loosened up. And then I'm going to be hitting it with my leather conditioner to make sure those seats are protected for one, but also to add some moisture to those leather, seats to make sure that they're pliable and don't cause any cracking. Now for the door panels, I'm just using my all-purpose cleaner diluted 10-to-1 with water, my bristle brush, and my microfiber towels to get into all those different spots and get them completely cleaned. For any of the shiny bits or plastics or chrome pieces in the gauge cluster or clock, I always like to use my glass cleaner and a clean microfiber towel. And then for the windshield, I'm using the invisible glass reach tool. This thing is actually one of my favorite tools when it comes to cleaning windshields or rear windows in particular if you have a sedan. It makes getting into those areas 10 times easier. Now, after cleaning these windows, I took the car to the wash bay where I wash my cars, and sometimes what happens is when you're filming a car, you have the hose that gets wrapped around one of the tripod stands and the camera falls in the middle of a recording and you lose all the footage, which is exactly what happened here, sadly, which sucks. Now, while you enjoy these after shots, I'm not sure if this is an added feature for the Macan S or some Porsches in general, but I was really surprised to see the brake pedal was actually made out of carbon fiber, which is just really cool. But the transformation of this car turned out insane. This owner, uses this car as a daily duty for shuffling kids around. Obviously, there's coffee spilled on this shifter area, but just by cleaning with the all-purpose cleaner, this thing turned out incredible. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I'll see you guys next time.